Hello everyone and welcome to a small town, my Carencia, Taos, New Mexico. It's a place where tradition and nature intertwine together to create a unique upbringing like no other. It's nestled between the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, and Taos is a town that's very rich in history, culture, and with incredible sunsets and breathtaking landscapes. Growing up here to me means waking up to the stunning vistas of burnt orange and vibrant green mountains and expansive skies. The air is crisp with all four seasons being present, and there's a strong sense of community and a place of carencia. From a young age, children such as myself are immersed in a blend of indigenous and Hispano traditions, which shapes a multicultural and multifaceted identity that's deeply rooted in the land and the history. Being a Taoseña to me is having pride of where you come from, within the rich culture, history, art, and food that runs through the streets and mountains, and also within my veins. In Taos, family is everything, whether it's out to eat with the family at a local restaurant or having a cookout on the porch watching the sunset or even around the kitchen table. It's where stories are shared over homemade tortillas and green chili. In childhood, generally, kids spend their time outdoors, whether that's exploring the arroyo behind the house, swimming in the river, or exploring the trails in the montes. The landscape becomes a giant playground, while also fostering the connection to the earth. In Taos, there is great cultural pride. The schools tend to celebrate local traditions and teach indigenous history, crafts, and language. I grew up having many friends who spoke Tiwa, as well as family friends who were born and raised in the Taos Pueblo. Art is also a vital part of growing up in Taos. Taos has some of the best, most unique, beautiful art I've ever seen, and people from all over come to visit the art scene. The town is famous for its painters, potters, wood carvers, and writers. Artists have come to Taos forever for inspiration from the vibrant colors of the desert, the sacred sites, and even from the food. You could say food is another version of art, putting together cultural identity with the flavors that come from the ground in the great soil of the Great Southwest. Some of the best cooks I know reside in Taos, one of them being my father, as he owned 2 restaurants for over 2 decades. Although life here isn't without its challenges, the community faces issues like economic hardship and limited access to resources, as well as issues within the school systems. But resilience runs deep. Growing up in Taos teaches you to appreciate simplicity, to respect the land, and to value the community connections. As the sun sets over the mountains, families gather for their own Oro del Barrio and create their own carencia by sharing meals, stories, and dancing to ranchero music, while also keeping the traditions alive and passing them on to the next generation. I'm so grateful I grew up in Taos, as what it means to me is being a part of a living, breathing culture where history and nature shapes every moment and creates perspective. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through Taos, New Mexico, a place that nurtures my spirit and soul with every smell of sagebrush and every vibrant sunset, as well as the sound of Spanish and native speakers surrounding in its beauty and long-lived tradition.